Greetings, sacred souls, ancient beings. Welcome back again. Another Moon Day reading. Hope everybody's doing well. Hope everyone is at peace in your world. And we're going to get started. This week we have the lunar eclipse, which is a full moon. Lunar eclipses are only on full moons, which is coming up on the 28th. It is in the sign of Aquarius. That is the constellation you will see us in at this moment, in Aquarius, not Pisces, as some are saying, as we deal with two sidereal mappings here. So with that coming up, we've got things going on as it relates to communication and making sure that we are in alignment, making sure that we are watching for our vision, what things are coming into play, what conversations are coming up, that we make sure that we are being mindful before we speak, and staying true to our authenticity and letting go of those things that we need to let go of. If you listen to our little talk we had on a spiritual joint, we talked about the fact that in ancient times, these eclipses were times more so of reflection or staying inside as opposed to going out and doing all these things. So this is a great time to get your reflection going on, to consider the things that you want to for this next 12 to 18 month cycle, and make sure you are letting go of people, places, things, concepts, ideas that are not in your best interest. Cut, and we have decisions in the reverse. So 3. Got life in the reverse. And where's that shadow coming from? And defense. Okay, sorry about that. In the upright. And the hidden energy we have is health in the reverse. A little bit. And we will get the answer to the burning question for this week. Something that's on your mind, something that may be pressing, something you may be concerned about. Check. And we got maybe in the reverse. So whatever it is still maybe. So that's not needing to make a definitive choice at this time. Just look at things that may be occurring on your inside, what things are being mentioned to you on the inside, to see where you may need to go. So our first card is decisions in reverse. So this is a 6. So this is looking at beauty and aesthetics and creation also. So this is perfect time for this card as we're going into this creation. So so it's in reverse. So I'm seeing, I don't know if you see it, but it looks like a heart to me. So just matters of the heart. Things you need to be deciding as it relates to matters of the heart. And that could be romantic heart, or it could be platonic heart or friendship heart. So just looking at those things and perhaps making a decision, or we got a maybe. So it's thinking about things, looking at things, and seeing where everything is lying, seeing where everything is falling. So, we've got the 2 roads. So it's a matter of checking both sides of this road, checking both sides of this decision, checking both sides of this relationship, this situationship, to see where it's going or if it is going. So, I'm looking at the blue, so there's maybe some things you need to possibly say, but be mindful with this Mercury movement that you are considering what you say before you say. So this is one of the symbols cards, and it features the line. So we've got a line, a direction, a means of going either forward. No, we should be going forward. So I was going to say forward, backwards. No, not backwards. It's saying going forward. So those things behind, those things that have been dragging on you, pulling on you, got their hooks in you, it's time to let them go. They're holding hands, but at some point in time, because of this road, if they're going to travel together, either they're going to have to let go and go their own way, or somebody's going to have to make a choice. So that's where we're at. These things that are coming as far as this heart thing need to look at for this coming season. And it's going to be imperative that we do that, because this is looking at our life. And again, I'm seeing this heart again. So this heart is in a state of confusion, or it's not where it wants to be, because being in reverse, we are in a possibly state of confusion, a state of a lot of things coming at you and you're not sure which way to go. So this is a 21, which is a 3. So 3 is half of 6. So we're looking at this energy of community. So some group or thoughts that are coming in that you, again, need to make a decision about. Something's coming in relation to this isn't going to be an important thing, because this is life. This is where you're going to be going, where we're going to be going excuse me, in this next season. So this features the antelope, which is one of the social animals, a peaceful animal, a loving animal. Not that they're all not, but as far as the outer character that we see. So this is telling us that is something we should be focusing on, our family and our heart, and making sure that we are staying connected to those people who are connected to us, those people who are wanting to be with us. Reach out for some people. Some of you maybe not have been in touch with some people, but it's time to reach out for them again and just check on what's happening. And we have defense. This is one of the Guardians cards, and this is a 2, so it's interesting. So we had a 6, then we had a 3, then we had a 2. 6 divided by 3 is 2. 2 times 3 is 6. So this is all in alignment. So you see he's crossing his chest with the ancient sacred devices, the sacred tools. So he's holding his own, standing on his own. He's connecting back to I'll tell you in 1 second. So he's protecting himself. He's holding these are power and magic. These are things that are protecting him. And he's also got the ram next to him, which is somebody who's standing his ground. So there's we need to be standing our ground as it relates to ourself and those who are close to us. And I was chuckling a little bit because if you look on these cards, we've got 2 blues And then here we've got red and orange. And then here we've got red and blue. So it's a big focus on our root and throat chakra and a little bit of our sacral. So it's about a little bit about our creativity, but more so making sure that we are defending our safety, making sure that we are safe. I'm sorry, so off to the side. Making sure that we are safe, making sure that we are protected, and it's time that we are making sure that we are protecting ourselves and being, it's okay to protect yourself. It's okay to have boundaries. It's okay to say no. That is a complete sentence. It's okay to do these things because you should be the most important person to you. Not saying that you don't care about anybody else, and that is not in a conceited or selfish or some negative means, but you have to take care of you first. Other people may care about you, but at the end of the day, it's you that needs to be taking care of you. So some of you need to be looking at that in a more in a deeper way, making sure that you are defending and protecting yourself, establishing those boundaries that need to be had. It's okay to have boundaries. It's okay to respect yourself. It's okay to, hey, if you don't want to talk about this, that, or the other, it's okay. You don't have to if it's not making you comfortable, but it's making you comfortable what you need for your safety and security. It's okay. So remember, you can do that. Just protect yourself. That's what they're saying. And also this comes into, we've got health in reverse. It's been a while. This card was following us for a minute, but now it's back in reverse. So some of you may need to be getting some things checked. This is health. This is the crocodile. So this is a strong being. So it's time that we look at our health and see what's going on, because it's running in the background. It's been in the background for a while. Like I said, it was following us for a minute. It's now coming back up. So we need to look into that, whatever needs to be done. If you do doctors, if you don't do doctors, but something needs to be taken care of, and you know what it is that it needs to be taken care of. So let's take a move on that. And before the answer to the burning question, we have maybe. So, it's not time to make that decision firm yet. Decisions, you still need to be thinking about that, focusing on what needs to be done. But right now, it's still a maybe. So, just look at things that are coming to you. Think about the synchronicities that are happening. There's been some synchronicities. Messages have been coming, and people, some of you are not paying attention, or you are ignoring them, or trying to let them go to the side because you want it to be something else. Some of you keep wanting it to be something else, and that's not what it is. It's the other thing. So do the right thing and do the other thing, and stop trying to make it be what you want it to be, and let it be what the universe has in store for you. They're asking me to pull another card, and they're saying from the Lonely Woods that, give me 1 second while I get the cards out. Didn't know they're going to tell me about another card to pull. So this is one of my favorite decks. This is Into the Lonely Woods. It's got a little beastie that looks like Where the Wild Things Are. My favorite books from Agnes Young. Of course, I can't shuffle. So this, I said 2. Okay. Where'd it go? This one. Okay. So we've got our shadows are beautiful. Oftentimes we think about the shadow, and we tend to attempt to keep it in the dark, to keep it hidden, to keep it away from us. But and it's in our best interest if we embrace the shadow. You see, it's got a little flower on the skull, so it's skull sometimes represents death. So it's not a physical death; it's a transformation, and the flower is growing from this ending. This transformation is bringing forth this flower, and it's time that we look at the beautiful things, that we connect to the beautiful things, the sixes, that we look at ourselves as this beautiful thing, and stop denying that we are this beautiful thing. And I'm going to read the book also, and then we also had honor your holy days in the reverse. So got an 8. Interesting. So that's making me think more so of this, the infinity sign that we are looking at. But honor and respect yourself. So being in reverse, so it's honor and respecting yourself, protecting yourself. 1 second, let me tell you what we have. Our shadows are beautiful. Even when alone, we must express, seek communion, and understand our inner voices. Again, we got these four cards in reverse. So seeking our, understanding our inner voices. We put down all the instruments of distraction and allow what we have avoided to rise within us. Going back to what I just said about that, pushing away those things that we need to be pulling to the front because we want it to be something else. So we put down all the instruments of distraction and allow what we have avoided to rise within us, and we will find what we feared is beautiful. You are fascinating and have so many layers. Again, back to you. You are beautiful. You are fascinating and you have so many layers, and you deserve the time to understand these, or to appreciate the never-ending mystery of who you are, because we're always growing, we're always changing. It never stops. It never stops. So write or sing or create or ponder when alone. Allow what you discover and connect with to sing into spaces once filled with distraction and busyness. Now you can be more deeply known because you have met yourself. Now you are more loved because you have come to care so deeply for all that you are. So embracing who you are, embracing the beauty of you, embracing all the parts of you, even the shadow, because the shadow is beautiful just as you are. So hold on to that. And then we're also going to read honor your holy days. So acknowledging our sacred days carves out a sure pattern within our lives. Without sign or symbol, we can feel a loss of meaning or lose a sense of where we are in the world. Back to letting go. It's time to let go of these things that are holding us back. Let go of these things that are dragging on us, pulling on our coattails. But there are times when those holy days, in the ancient cultures, eclipses were, similar to holy days. They were, but not as far as a celebration thing, as far as a reflection thing. So but there are times when those holy days, will come, and we will see no one at all by our sides. So you will go alone to the sacred place, carve out the sign, and offer yourself so much love. So again, back to loving yourself. I was telling you the heart in this one. So it's a heart. It's about loving yourself and being there for yourself and caring for yourself, and offer yourself so much love. All this will ensure you feel valued beyond measure. time to celebrate alongside kin and clan will come again. So this is a time for you. So as we go into this eclipse, it's a time for reflection, a time for connecting back to self, to making these decisions that you need to make, but making sure that you are thinking about what it is that is coming and letting go of all these things that are holding on to you, and don't let what you want it to be, allow what is meant to be to come for you. For now, honor the changing of the seasons. We're going, we're going to the end of this summer season. We're going to be entering fall soon. The equinox will be coming soon. And the counting of the days of light and the days of dark. That's crazy. I just said that. And reverently observe the turning of the wheel of time. In solitude, the soul will pour into pure unity with spirit. So this is a time to connect back to self, to connect back and make sure that we are in alignment with these things, to be your unique self and not let anyone tell you any different. So that's what we have for this week. Like, share, subscribe, tell your family, tell your friends. We've got the circle coming up. Check the end of the video. You see the flyer for that. If you enjoyed, leave us a comment. Tell us what you think. And we will talk soon. Peace.